Over the last 24 hours, there's been a lot going on with regards to Rangers, and in today's video, we're going to go over just why Rangers have completed a multi-million pound deal as the paperwork has been filed, plus loads more. There is so much to cover in today's video. And hello everybody, welcome back to the channel guys. Before we get into today's video, as always, please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. John Bennett has now been appointed as the new Rangers chairman after Douglas Park decided to step down from his role. Park led the club as chairman from 2020, having served on the board since 2015. The news of his standing down from the Ibrox boardroom was announced alongside the appointment of Bennett as chairman. A club statement confirmed Bennett had been installed as chairman after a unanimous vote by Rangers International Football Club plc. But who is he and how is he linked to Rangers? Here, we explain Bennett's path to becoming Rangers chairman. Bennett, who's 59 years old, is an industry leader in equity management. The new chairman boasts more than 34 years of financial industry experience and has managed portfolios on behalf of retail and institutional investors from around the globe. The Ibrox chairman currently works for Janus Henderson Investors as Director of European Equities, as a role he has held since 2011. Bennett, who has won a number of industry awards, previously worked as an investment director at Global Asset Management for 17 years. He first worked in equity management at Edinburgh's Ivory and Syme, having moved there from a position at Clydesdale Bank. Born in Glasgow, Bennett was raised as a Rangers supporter. The lifelong fan invested in the club and was first appointed to the Ibrox board in 2015. He was then made deputy chairman in 2020, serving under Park. Bennett holds a 5.1% equity stake in the club and previously stated he has £23 million commitment to the club after offering a £13 million loan and a £10 million overdraft facility. The £13 million loan has been reduced to £8 million with 6 years left to pay the debt at an interest rate of 6%, Bennett had said last year. Previously, Bennett was also a part of the Blue Knights group, which had expressed an interest in taking over the club following entering administration in 2012. On his appointment and Park's decision to stand down, Bennett said, "On behalf of all my colleagues and indeed the entire Rangers family, I want to sincerely thank Douglas for the 8 years of service. Over the last 3 years, he led the club during exceptionally challenging times. It's a source of great comfort that Douglas, although no longer a board member, will be by our side to support us in a relentless pursuit of success." A Rangers club statement read, "Douglas Park, who has been chairman of Rangers International Football Club plc for 3 years, has decided to step down from his role. The RAFC board unanimously agreed to install the current vice chairman John Bennett as the club's new chairman." Douglas became chairman at Rangers at the end of March 2020, assuming the role in the most challenging of circumstances. He became a chairman of the onset of the COVID pandemic and went on to oversee Rangers winning their 55th Scottish League title, reach a major European final for only the 5th time in their club's 150-year history, and lift the Scottish Cup for the first time in over a decade. Douglas also left significant investment in the infrastructure of both Ibrox and Akinhowie. Just a quick one before we get back into the video, guys. We've released our brand new merchandise. We've got our Graham Souness Tim Scalping t-shirts, along with our Michael Beale Stan Smith tees. Do shop the collection by going to rfcclothing.com or going down into the link in the description. Let's get back into today's video. Rangers have converted £1.93 million worth of loans into equity in their second share issue of the year. The club filed a Companies House submission on Monday the 3rd of April, backdated to last Thursday, 30th of March, detailing allotments of 7.7 million shares. Parent Investment Limited, owner John Halstead, is the biggest beneficiary this time around, acquiring a further 4 million shares to take this stake to the club to close to 5.5%. George Lethium received another 1 million and John Bennett another 0.45 million shares, and other minor shareholders split 2.3 million. The 7.7 million shares had a nominal value each of 1p, but were issued for 25 pence, as was the case when Rangers allotted 4.2 million shares in February. The last share issue saw cash invested directly, primarily by third largest shareholder Stuart Gibson, as opposed to on loans to equity basis. There were also tranches of share issues in January and February last year. The latest development re-emphasises Rangers' shareholder commitment to funding the club externally while it continues to strive for long-term profitability. Rangers posted their accounts for 21-22 in November last year, revealing operating profit of £5.9 million on club record turnover of £86.8 million. They're expected to be in the green once again in 2022-2023 thanks to our participation in the Champions League, despite the fact we slumped out in the group stage without picking up a point. Rangers' financial situation has also been aided by the £30 million we raised from selling Calvin Bassey and Joe Aribo last summer. The referees for Saturday's Old Firm clash have been revealed. Kevin Glancy will take charge of the fixture, the experienced officials will be the man in the middle, and will be assisted by David McKennie and Ross McLeod, with John Beaton appointed as the fourth official. Nick Walsh will also be on VAR duties alongside assistant Daniel McFarlane. The teams will meet for the fourth time this season at the weekend, although will only be the third time in league business. Celtic are 9 points clear at the summit of the Scottish Premiership, and a win will probably put the title out of sight. A victory for Rangers will spark fresh life into our title hopes, pulling off a stunning comeback under Michael Beale. The derby game will kick off at 12:30 PM on Saturday. Barry Ferguson has called on Michael Beale to drop both Morelos and Antonio Kolak for the derby encounter with Celtic. The ex-Rangers skipper reckons there could be a surprise up top when the team news is announced on Saturday morning. Ferguson believes both players have different qualities which could prove to be beneficial in any case. However, Barry Ferguson reckons Fashion Sakala provides the perfect attributes required for the derby. He said Morelos is strong at holding it in, Kolak isn't the type of player who can hold it up, he's more of a penalty box striker. So I think something's different, like Sakala through the middle, just a spin in behind, you could put balls in and he'll go and chase it. Meanwhile, in another potential selection twist, Chris Boyd believes Michael Beale could play Malik Tillman as a false nine instead. The Sky Sports pundit echoed the call for both Morelos and Kolak to be benched. Boyd reckons neither established striker has had the impact Beale would have expected in his time in charge, and particularly against Celtic. He told Sky, when you look back to the last season and the last time Rangers got a positive result at Celtic Park was a 1-1 draw and Joe Aribo was the false nine. Is that something that might come into Michael Beale's thoughts? There's an argument for it. I don't think Alfredo Morelos or Antonio Kolak have had the impact that Michael will have been wanting, especially in this fixture. Tillman obviously with 2 goals at the weekend as well. Sakala didn't play after coming back from international duty, and you'd expect him to come back in, so there are options there. It might just be something he might look at. Tillman has shown he could potentially play in that area. Rangers fans, what are your thoughts on the club selling more shares to raise funds? And what are your score predictions for this weekend's Old Firm derby? Let me know your thoughts down there in the comment section below. That brings us to the end of today's video. Please do smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for daily Rangers content. Remember, we've released our brand new merchandise. We've got the Graham Souness Tim Scalping t-shirts, along with our Michael Beale Stan Smith tees. They're now available on our website. Just go over to rfcclothing.com or go down into the link in the description. Thank you, and I'll see you all next time. Take care. Peace.